Excuse me, it's all about brum, 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 brum. Rev up your vibes and come. It's how we do the job and how it gets done. Brum, 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 brum.
Yo, back once again with So You Got Bars. And you all know I've started employment during the week. Well, obviously it's a weekday employment, but you'll find all the content now is going to be recorded on a weekend and released throughout the week. So I urge you all, send your suggestions in during Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then come the weekend I'll be doing the recording, a few reactions, and if I like some of the reactions that you've suggested, I'll get on them. So that's the best way that you're going to get your reactions seen. Anyway, since the return of Low Key, which I thoroughly enjoyed, the guy spat some heavy bars. It's got me reminiscing on a few other artists that I'd like to see make a little comeback that are absolutely lyrically flawless, and seeing one of them was in the video, that man Akala, intelligent freestyle, F64, SBTV. Let's get into it. This guy is a monster. As I said, if he ain't the best, he's one of the best coming out of the UK. Let's get into it. That boy Akala.
What's going on, people? Akala, SBTV, knowledge is power. Listen, yo. Sorry kids, let me apologise before I go further. Unfortunately, I don't rap about how many man I've murdered, and you may find it boring, appalling, and I ain't scoring blacks from your little rap packs for just stating facts. Lack not ability to kill a man lyrically.
And that's why I rate this guy so much. Doesn't chat about the money he's got, doesn't chat about the bling around his fucking neck, doesn't chat about murder, nothing. He ain't talking about busting guns. He's talking about knowledge that can educate you and ways to fucking further yourself in the world. The guy, all you gotta do is listen to his lyrics and you can tell the guy is educated. Educated on a high fucking level.
Just thought killing shouldn't be glorified. Silly me, apparently murdering man has become an aspiration. But what would happen if you reverse the situation? Black rappers claiming they clap a black in the face talked about killing white people as much. Would they still get embraced? Or would you finally applaud and would quickly turn to a...
And he also sees through a lot of this shit that the media put in front of you, and like he said quite clearly there, if it was on a different foot and black rappers were talking about killing white people, would it still be aired as much on the radio, on music channels, on YouTube? No, it wouldn't. It would be taken down straight away, classed as racism. But it's okay for a black man to talk about killing another black man. That's fine. What's crack with that? It's because they're trying to push certain agendas. And that's what he's talking about. The guy, knowledge.
Appalling. You got no career by the next morning. I ain't saying you should do that. True, that would be just a dumb. Just pointing out how absurd that it has become. If a Chinese rapper were to say die, chink, die, everybody would be like, what is wrong with this guy? But some of us have become so accustomed to just behave disgusting. We think it's just our behaviour and it ain't worth discussing. Or worse yet, that is cultural expression. But who owns Beretta? And who owns Smith & Wesson? Who owns the car you're driving that you think's defining who you are? Running from yourself, you find there's no hiding. So boast about your Prada and your Christian Dior. Still security will follow you when you're in the store. You could boast about your platinum chains and your diamond rings, while kids in Sierra Leone keep on losing limbs. Act like you got no brain and you ain't got...
And that's why this guy and Low Key are not aired as much as other artists. Do not get the commercial play that a lot of other artists do, because they challenge the media and they expose the agendas that are out there. Like he said, it's okay to talk about your diamond rings and your bling around your neck, but there's kids out in them diamond mines in Sierra Leone that are losing limbs and that for it. You ain't rapping about that. you're just rapping about having that fucking 70 grand chain around your neck, dog. And I'm just going to quickly change this wire on the headphones, because I don't know if you caught that. It cut out a little bit. But yeah, Akala is one of the best spitters going. He's just censored a hell of a lot. Let's get back into it.
Got no shame and say so what I'm getting though, but your pawns in the game, they're laughing at the little coons who really think that goons, real goons don't wear platinum chains, they wear ties and suits. They don't live in the States and sell flake. They invade with guns and tanks and take your whole state, mate. So pardon me if I don't find it funny. You boast about it, but do you even know what is money? See, it's hard to act dumb when you have read a couple hundred books, but still in anybody's hood, so tell me who is shook. When you've been to Brazil and stood in favela streets next to kids holding hand grenades and M16s. When you come back to London, it ain't serious, the ghetto's in our head. We are delirious. If you lived in a real slum without food or running water, where police drive by and kill sons and daughters, you would give your right arm for the chance to go to school. Instead, what do? The killer, the trigger, to play the fool. And I ain't saying school is the answer. Educate yourself, see it's not the money you make, you are the wealth. I ain't saying we ain't.
And very knowledgeable man says he's not saying go, well, school's not the answer, go to school. If any children are listening, go to school. But also find time to educate yourself outside of school. I know it sounds boring, but in this day and age, you've got to be smart and know about how the world works to further yourself. And that's the best way. I'll tell you what, I've learnt more out of school than I ever did in school. So self-educate, read books. It's the best way. Gain knowledge and you'll learn how the system works and how to play it.
Got a struggle right here in Britain, but you talk to act inferior and play position perfectly. It's disturbing me, the verbal murder be absurd to me. Occurred of you, if you have not heard of me, it's probably cause I don't rap about hoochie or booty quite enough for the urban scene to fully salute me. But I don't really care, I'm too busy writing my master thesis. It's hard to play the stereotype when you study Egypt. Plus urban scene racist to ourselves, elevating words of hate, we're merely hating ourselves. And if you are musically broad or dare to speak intelligent, people look at you like who the hell you think you better than no one on this earth. And I know I'm not, but refuse to play smooth just to fit in your box. And I don't hate nothing.
And he also is a humble man. He places no one above him, like he said there. But he's never going to act small enough just to be in your box. The guy is smart. He's intelligent. He's one of the best mathematicians in the UK. Facts. The guy is a business owner. He owns libraries, everything, but he don't talk about it because he's a humble guy.
None of these other rappers, in fact, it's quite the other. Look at me as your bigger, wiser, older brother. And as a brother, should I tell you you're in trouble? If they clap when you're talking to killing, do they really love you? If record label bosses, kids were dying, would they sell us violence quickly as they're ready to desensitize us? They tell you to shit on the floor, holding all the scoops, throw you a bone like a dog jumping through a hoop. Don't take it as a compliment, cause it is not that. If I tell you that you're African, you tell me it's not that. Humanity is African, even if not black. The truth can be painful, shh, better stop that. It's so
I'll give you a little bit of education here myself. He said, humanity is African, even if they're not black. Scientists, if you're going to believe in science and what they give you, scientists have actually traced a gene in the human body called the Eve gene back to one African lady. So it is facts what he's speaking. The whole world did come from that one African woman way back when. They've called it the Eve gene because of Adam and Eve, but they've traced it all the way back to one solitary black woman in Africa. I'm going to say black off the bat because it's close to the equator, more melatonin in the skin, protects you from burning. But the guy's educated, man. Educated.
Inconvenient for those at the top that you talk too much truth, might just get popped at. If women are such hoes that we don't want to kiss them, what does it say about us that we still want to put our dick in? I'm dumb with the lies, third eye open wide.
If women are really hoes like you say, then why do we want to kiss them and still put a dick in them?
The tougher that you act, the weaker you really feel inside. So all the killer, the trigger, and when we call ourselves and what platinum chains bigger than jiggers, just to run from the fact that we feel insecure. Get as many things as you want, but it cannot restore the core of who you are truly. That will surpass beauty. That comes from knowledge of yourself and a sense of duty. That comes from knowledge in yourself and a sense of duty. That comes from knowledge of yourself and a sense of duty. So all my brothers that's claiming that we are thugs, no, if we're honest, we just want to be loved, but we feel that we're not worthy and that we're not smart. So we act aggressive to protect our fragile little hearts, but we gotta deal with this pain or it will consume. That's enough honesty, now let's resume. Turn this off, go back to rappers that tell you kill, but inside of yourself you know that this is real. Akala, here on SBTV, double think coming soon, check the CD. Akala, here on SBTV, double think May 3rd, check the CD. If you want a little knowledge bigger than college, I promise you the metaphorics that will offer you solace. Like the Great Pyramid alone, 2.3 million stones. If you took them apart, placed them in the row, they would stretch 2/3 of the way around the earth. That is more stone than there is in every single British church. Each stone cut to a degree of accuracy of 1/1000th of an inch. Well, what does that mean? In 1978 the Japanese ran an experiment to rebuild them with modern technology and failed terribly. But anyway, that's enough for today.
That's the longest one of them you're ever going to get of me, because what the hell did he say at the end there? He's telling you that there's so many million stones in Egyptian pyramids, and if they were taken down and stretched around the world, and then there's more of them than every English church. Talking about degrees and accuracy, the way he can string words together is next to none. That's why he will be top 5 UK lyricists for a long, long time. The guy is an animal. But enough reminiscing. Akala, I'd love to see you back. Peace out. See you in the next one. Let me know below what you want to see. Peace.